If you live in the central Okanagan area and require air compressor service or repair, please give Murray a call at Repair 250-826-6533. That's Murray at Repair 250-826-6533. Quality work at a fair price. All right, folks, the party is beginning in Edmonton as the Edmonton Oilers have officially clinched a playoff berth. Welcome to the channel. My name is Gene Edwards. You're watching Lubed. This is my game review for the Edmonton Oilers, Colorado Avalanche for April the 22nd, 2022. So, this game started off very awkwardly in the first 30 seconds. Backup goalie, Colorado Avalanche backup goalie, Francisco's, I believe it is, took an inverted puck right to the face, directed off of a McDavid deflection. He was actually gone for the rest of the game. They had to call in an emergency backup for the Colorado Avalanche, which I don't know if it came from the Golden Bears organization or Nate. I don't know where he came from, but apparently it was an Edmonton goaltender that played a backup role for the Colorado Avalanche should there be an injury to their goaltender. Smith was sharp again. 40-year-old Smith, he's really proving all the naysayers about his age wrong. But he did let in one goal that was totally not his fault. His team totally hung out him to dry on a 3-on-1 early in the first period. And at this point in time, I'm watching the way the Oilers are playing. I'm like, this is not going to be a good night. But it turned out I was 100% wrong. It turns out to be a very excellent night. The Oilers kill a 2-man advantage. And then in the second period, things just exploded for goals. The Oilers scored 2, the Avs scored 1, all within a minute and 37 seconds. Really crazy. And then guess what? Evander Kane gets his 4th career hat trick. And there was hundreds of hats hitting the ice for this one. So yeah, this was a good affair up until Darnell Nurse got hurt. We don't know his status yet. He did leave the game, did not return to the game. I think this was in the second period. But the Oilers did clinch the playoffs. So that is a good thing. Let's review the scoring summary of this game here. As in the first period at 8:29, it was Valerie Nikushkin's 23rd from Makar and Bowen Byram. Again, I can't even blame Mike Smith on this. 3-on-1. Virtually impossible for any goaltender to stop. Like I said, the second period exploded with goals. Evander Kane gets his 18th from McDavid at 2:41. At 4 minutes and 3 seconds, Evan Bouchard gets his 11th. The Oilers all of a sudden have a 2-1 lead. Then at 4 minutes and 18 seconds, 15 seconds later from the Bouchard goal, it was Valerie Nikushkin from Barakowski and McKinnon. We have a 2-2 game. 4 minutes later, Evander Kane gets his second of the ninth, 19th of the season from Duncan Keith and Kyler Yamamoto. Then Evander Kane caps off his hat trick from McDavid and Brett Kulik. We go to the third period. Kyler Yamamoto gets his 19th at 10:45 of the third period. Nathan MacKinnon gets his 32nd as he absolutely gets a crisp shot right top cheese on Mike Smith. But that really didn't help much. And then Chris Russell just rifles one down towards the end of the game at 18:47 to get his second of the season. I think he got one just a few nights ago, so he's on fire too. So now as far as the stats go, the Avalanche outshot the Oilers 37-27. The Oilers out-hit the Avs 29-12. And also were better on the face-off dot at 28-23. And then there wasn't too much. The rest was pretty much even from that point on. Your top stars are Evander Kane of the Oilers, obviously, with 3 goals, 1 assist, a 4-point night. McDavid with 3 assists. And then Valeri Nichushkin for Colorado with 2 goals and 0 assists. The Oilers, once again, managed to save face in the season series as the series ends 2-1 for Colorado. But Colorado won both of those in overtime and shootout. They didn't win a game against the Oilers in convincing fashion like the Oilers did today with a 6-3 win. So I almost want to give the season series edge to the Oilers for that reason, but obviously you can't because, they got 2-1. Simple as that. For quality, high percentage chances, the Oilers had, let me just see here, 1 second. Okay, so for high danger chances, the Avalanche had 4. The Edmonton Oilers had 11. So the Edmonton Oilers had almost 3 times the amount of high danger chances than the Colorado Avalanche. So I like what we're seeing out of this team. I really like this is good. It's getting all warm and fuzzy for me as an Oiler fan. So anyway, the updated standings now. Just got to refresh it. 1 second. So the updated standings are Edmonton Oilers have 98 points with a record of 46, 26, and 6. The Avalanche are now with 55, 17, and 6 for 116 points. The Oilers are also, I believe, 1 win away from clinching the second place is what the broadcast crew was saying. And let's just hope that Darnell Nurse's health is going to be better. Okay, guys, on a side note, I just want to pass my condolences on to the Montreal Canadiens and the Lafleur family as a legend, as a Hall of Famer, as a hockey icon passed away. Guy Lafleur at the age of 70, I believe it was, passed away. My personal experience with Guy Lafleur is I think he was actually the very first superstar hockey player that I laid eyes on when I was about 5 or 6 years old. Watching Hockey Night in Canada with my dad. Edmonton Oilers were not an organization at that time. So we were watching Montreal, we were watching Toronto and that. So I think for me, Guy Lafleur was probably my first taste of hockey superstar, of stardom or whatever you want to word it. So he was something that kind of shaped me as a hockey fan. So I do want to give out my heartfelt condolences to the Lafleur family. And once again, congratulations, Edmonton Oilers, on making the Stanley Cup Playoffs 2022. The first time that they will play in front of a packed crowd since 2017. I am looking forward to it. We will talk soon. I am doing my game review for the, I believe it's Columbus on, yes, it's Columbus I believe, at 11 Pacific Standard Time on Sunday. So just to be well aware of that, it is a afternoon game. We will talk soon, guys. You have a great night. Enjoy this one. Have a couple beers. Good night, guys. Oiler fans, the #1 fan base in North America. If you guys like the content that Sammy and I bring you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and leave messages in the comment section below. We will talk to you soon. Have a great night.